Hey guys, Sex Pizza here. I'm playing some Killing Floor 2. I'm currently in a solo game by myself on normal difficulty. It's nothing to worry about in terms of actual hardness, but I did want to showcase the latest patch of Killing Floor 2. They recently released two new maps, and they also released a new Gunslinger class. The Gunslinger class is pretty interesting to me since I'm a big fan of handguns in general. I think they're awesome. Here's just a quick peek. If you want to pause it and look at some of the perks, I'll let you do that. But for the most part, it's a pretty interesting class. It's all about penetrating Zeds and spraying bullets into big groups of them with your handguns and high caliber pistols. But I just wanted to show just a little bit of the gameplay and maybe give people just a quick peek at the game that, for whatever reason, don't know about it. I'll say this: trying to get headshots without having the crosshairs up is slightly difficult. It's not impossible, of course, but because when you zoom in with double pistols, you have no true sights, so you just kind of have to shoot at whatever's in between the two barrels, which isn't so bad, but it could be a little bit better.
Finish the last ones off, so I can open the trader pod for you.
There's a perk later on that really rewards you for getting headshots, which I'm a big fan of, just going for headshots. But I figure I'll show how the pistols work on the bodies of Zeds and also getting headshots and whatnot. I personally feel like the Gunslinger is just kind of generally better than the Commando, which I feel is very lackluster in its current iteration. Another cool thing I like about it, you can buy your final handgun right off the bat on the second round if you save and don't buy armor. This thing is a serious beast. It only has 5 rounds in the cylinder, but this revolver seriously kicks ass. And when you do when you press the reload key, and your magazine or cylinder or clip or whatever, when you're using whatever handgun for the Gunslinger, he spins it around, looks like a badass and all that jazz. Typical Gunslinger-y stuff. In terms of what are some issues with this class right now, when you are dual wielding a handgun, it shows up in your primary slot, but if you're only single wielding, it shows up in your secondary, which means if you like kind of a variety, it can be annoying to switch between them. Also, in the recent patch, they addressed something that I've been kind of worried about for a while now, where if you were reloading your firearm and you just pressed the iron sights button, it would automatically just cancel your reload and put all of the former bullets back in the magazine and let you just shoot. And now you cannot do that any longer, which is pretty cool. But this pistol really seriously wrecks Serious Face. Granted, this is like shitty easy mode, which is so ridiculously easy that you can kill flesh pounds with 2 grenades, but not normally how I play, but I thought it would be interesting just to show off the handguns real quick. So that's the 5-shot revolver. It penetrates a shitload of fucking Zeds. It's pretty good, I think. As far as viability in an actual game, you're gonna absolutely, like, you wouldn't be able to play solo Hell on Earth with just these this gun. You'll need to buy other Gunslinger firearms. On the upside, the weight of almost all of them is fairly low, so you can just double up basically. Let's get a 1911 in here. But you see what I mean in the secondary slot, your handguns will show up there if there's only one of them, and I think it would be much better if they were just constantly in the primary slot. But I might be alone in that front, but I do not think so. So this is the 1911. This thing's pretty fun. The animations for doing the reloads is a little bit different. Sometimes you'll still spin it, but mostly it's about wrecking the slide and checking the magazine. Something I think would be pretty cool to see on the higher difficulties, like Hell on Earth, if you reloaded your firearm before you were out of ammunition, you would lose the rest of the ammo that's in that magazine. I think that would be pretty sweet, pretty sweet, and but I'm all about making my games stupidly difficult to play, because I really enjoy being frustrated and hating life. So that was a nice 2-for-1. Of course, I wasted the second shot anyways. But yeah, Gunslinger weapons. I kind of feel like Gunslinger just sort of outclasses the Commando in almost every sense of the word, except in ammo capacity and like how frequently you're gonna have to reload. But that's not really an issue if you just pick headshots. Granted, in a Hell on Earth game that's a little bit different, but these things are just gonna keep dropping here one by one. Stupid easy mode bullshit wave staggering. Now that said, I will admit that there are some facets of the Commando that are beneficial to the team, but as a class, I feel like Commando is so incredibly lackluster and boring that almost any other class you could just have in its place and you would do better. Like, I would much rather have a Firebug than have a Commando, because, well, first of all, Firebug is the primary class that I play. And second of all, it's sexy, and fuck you. Now you got your Desert Eagle. There's just a lot of different. There's a fair bit of handguns. I think there's four of them. You got your base revolver, the good revolver, the 1911, and the Desert Eagle, and then you have dualies of all of those. But anyways, this is Killing Floor 2. It's awesome. I would very much like to get in some games with some of my buddies, and on a harder difficulty, and record those and throw those up. It's a pretty good wave survival game. The first game was excellent. It's made by Tripwire Interactive, and I really recommend checking it out if you enjoy wave survival zombie games, where you have to manage your money and work with your teammates, and the classes add a little bit of a strategy factor to what you really want to lean on. So this is Sex Pizza. This is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. You're awesome. I really appreciate it. Have a good day. Don't be a dick. And I will see you guys after I kill these Zeds. I'll see you guys in the next video.